Clarence's did.
And that is the great punchline to this. What year did you meet Clarence? 1941, 42, somewhere in there.
About 40.
Okay, 41. Clarence Swenson had been a Munchkin soldier in the movie, and he was also from Texas. Let's talk about you being dressed up for your tea and Clarence coming out of the movie theater and how you really met, please.
Well, I was a senior in high school, and my parents and I were downtown walking down the street, and Clarence came out of the movie theater. He'd been over visiting his parents because he worked in San Antonio at that time. And he came to Austin and visited his family. And he came out and saw my parents, and so he came over and started talking to them. And they were standing in front of me, and I was standing behind them. He kept talking to them, but he was looking at me all the time. He came back every weekend after that.
And how much longer after that you were married?
We went together about 4 years.
Oh, that's lovely.
I wanted to finish high school, and I worked a year first.
And how long were you married?
If he had lived 3 more months, we would have been 65 years.
And the rundown of your family, 3 daughters.
3 daughters, 5 grandkids, and 9 great-grandkids. Last count.
But you haven't opened the mail yet today, right? There might be a birth announcement waiting for you. One thing that's interesting about Myrna's life, too, it's very unusual that both of her parents were little people as well, and it's unusual for 2 little people to have a small child. Is that correct?
When I was born, they had never seen a midget couple with a midget child before. And we were in some of the state fairs, and they had us billed as the only midget family with a midget child.
And your father was a very famous little person.
My father was one of the original Buster Browns that traveled all over the U.S. and Canada. He was Buster number 2. They had 3. He was Buster number 2.
And for those of you who are too young in the audience to remember Buster Brown's shoes with Buster Brown, the little person, and his dog Tide, what's that? They were the big promoters for Buster Brown products.
Yeah, they traveled all over different shoe stores advertising Buster Brown shoes.
And I want to ask you one more question, if I may, Myrna. Now, you and I and the Oz Festival circuit, we've known each other for over 20 years. And when you came back into the Oz family, or when we all found out that there was an extended Oz family, and you and Clarence became such an active part of it, and your daughters have participated, and your granddaughter has participated, how does it, when you think back on these 20 years, what is your thought, what are your reactions to all of this hoopla and the people you never knew before, and the friends and the crazy people? And
amazing. And it's just like coming home when we go to these festivals. They're all family.
Very nice. Myrna Swenson.